Hey guys, Carl the Trainer here, Pureform PFT with your MyFitnessPal app set up. So hopefully you have all downloaded the MyFitnessPal app and you have entered in the appropriate questions like how old are you, your age, your height, your sex, your blah, 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 your goal. None of that stuff really matters as far as your goal is concerned because they're going to give you numbers that might be different from the numbers we want you to track, okay? So you're tracking our numbers. Don't worry about theirs. Their goal weight is based on, height and weight and sex and age. Ours is based on your lean body mass, so it's going to be a little bit different than theirs, okay? So with that being said, what I want you guys to do is, depending upon whether you have a Mac or an iPhone or an Android, is going to be a little bit different. But in order to find out the details for the Android, you go up to the top. There's those three lines at the top of your app. You click on that. For an Apple product, you click right here, and that opens up the My Profile, the goals, the challenges, nutrition, etc. So we want to first start at your goals. So we click on goals, and you have your pounds, all the stuff that you want to weigh at a certain date, and etc. Your goals. That doesn't really matter either. What we want to do is click here on the calorie and macronutrient goals. So you click on that, and that gives you calories, carbohydrates, protein, and fat. That's just the standard macros that it tracks. Now, you go over here to find out what the calories are, and they might tell you to do a different number than we want, but just do what we say. That's what we say at PFT, do what we say. And you click on the calories right there, and you can change your calories to whatever you want. You can go down here and backspace, etc. Change it. So mine is 2276. So I type that in there, 2,276 calories a day. Then you have, in the first phase, you're not tracking anything except for calories, fiber, and water, okay? So unless you're doing phase 2 and 3, you won't be using these numbers of the carbohydrate, protein, and fat. Okay, so if you are doing only phase 1, don't listen to this next part, or just watch it and prepare for when you are. But you click on that. Now, if you do not have the upgraded version, it's just going to give you these percentages. So you're going to adjust these percentages by 5% until you get to, like, protein is going to be the first one you track. So if your goal is to get 142 grams of protein, you adjust this number here until this number reaches that, okay? Now, I bought the upgraded version because I just wanted to see if it was worth it. And it has a couple extra bells and whistles where you can get grams instead of percentage-wise. You can get exact grams rather than percentages, but you cannot adjust your total calories unless you're in percentage mode. So that's kind of a tricky thing. But again, it's up to you if you want to spend the extra money. It's only like $4 a month, less than $4 a month. So I did it and figured I'd find out all the bells and whistles about that. Now, so after you do that, so you know what your calorie count is, you go back. We're going to go to your diary. So you press on that button right there. It's going to give you your options to enter in food. You enter in your food there. You enter in your water there. And we just do the best we can, guys. It's going to be there's going to be a learning curve to this. You're going to have to figure out the best way and how to do it, etc. But you can do this, guys. You can do this. Just takes a little bit of practice. First week is going to be, first week's going to be a learning curve. Okay. Now, in order to find out, you want to stay in this menu here. In order to find out if you've reached your goal of fiber and water. So you click on the nutrition button, and that's going to probably pop up with calories. So my calories are on today. Let me go back to the 13th. And so you have calories and nutrients. So you want to click on nutrients, and that is going to have this screen right here. Now this screen has your protein, carbohydrates, fiber, sugar, and fat. Those are the ones things that matter, except, well, what really matters in the first phase is fiber. So you have that fiber number. So that's where you find your daily totals. You don't have to add up each meal by meal. You go into the nutrients phase of, remember, this button right here for Mac, or the three lines that would be up here at the top corner for a whatever the Google product is. What's that? Well, I'm not. I forget the other name for it, but I've only said it 50 times today. But that's what it is, all right? So the other product, the other thing that's not iPhone is up here, and iPhone's down there. As you click on that, you will get to this screen to find out all your stuff. Now, when you're tracking, right here, your water is real simple to find. So you click on water, and it will give you a chance to enter in how much water you've drank at any one time. Now I do 34 ounces right when I wake up in the morning, or I try to anyways. Then I do that, and then that just pops in the water. Pretty simple. Now, if you go down here to if you're on your diary page, this is your food diary page. You click on that. You can also find the nutrition button there for Apple products, and your water is right there. I don't believe for the other products the nutrition button is there at the bottom of your diary, but it is here in the more section, okay? So I hope that answers any questions you have about finding your nutrients and setting up your calorie count. Okay, guys? Be awesome. Track, track, track.